Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am getting my Honda CRX into paint. Let's get into today's video. Alright guys, the CRX is starting to get a lot of love right now. We are going over all the engine bay, making sure all this is real nice and tight. I'm gonna try to clean everything up, get another coat of primer on here, and we are also starting the body work. This car, from the pictures when I initially bought it, it looked pretty decent, but now that we're looking at it, it looks pretty bad. We're gonna need a lot of work. You know, we're here to go get this thing ready to get painted. So we're gonna pretty much strip all the old paint down. As you can see, this thing probably used to be a blue or orange or who knows, you know, probably a couple of different colors over the years. I'm gonna go ahead and strip down the bare metal, do all the body work, get it into the paints. We're painting everything from, actually that's the original color right there. We're painting everything from engine bay to the aprons and everything in between. This thing is gonna go championship white. I know, a boring color, but since I was a young kid, championship white CRX has always been one of my dream cars, and it's definitely time to make this dream come true. I've had this car for 2 years now, and it's just literally been tucked away. Now it's time to bring this thing to life. Starting with the engine bay first. That's our first priority. We want to make sure this engine bay looks really nice and clean and get this thing ready for the K24 that's going to go back in here. All right, guys, the CRX finally got a little bit of work done. Got some body work. We did some primering, shaved the bay. Now it's still gonna need a second round of blocking and maybe a little bit of primer, but really all I'm concerned with is getting this engine bay painted, getting the engine set up really nice, tucking this bay as best as possible, trying to make it look super clean. Now that the CRX is all primered up, that means we're one step closer to getting this thing back on the road. The main thing that I'm gonna concern myself with is getting that engine bay painted so we can get this brand new, well not brand new, but new to me, K24. It's a JDM RBB motor, K24A from Japan. We are gonna stuff this thing back into that CRX. Kev over there went ahead and took this thing down. I'm gonna go ahead and degrease the effing stuff out of this thing and get this thing as clean as possible. From there, we're gonna go ahead and put a Type S oil pump in this thing. Huh? Why? Why should we do that, Kev? So the VTEC can hit you? I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this thing up and get it as nice as possible. Get it ready to either, you know, leave it in a bare finish or paint it. I'm not 100% sure if I want to paint it. I like the OEM look, but it does have some oxidation starting to happen. So we'll see how nice we can get this thing. Finally found a used core support. It was cut in two, so we're gonna have to make it work for the time being, but we went ahead and removed some of the old core support. We're gonna straighten it out, the frame rail and the apron, and then from there we're gonna weld the new section of the core support, and then we're gonna have to make a custom bar that goes from here to here because it was cut on the used core support and I didn't have it on the old core support. From there we're gonna go ahead and finish some of the prepping on this side to go ahead and get the rest of the engine bay prepped out so we can finally get some paint. Now, we've seen the green on a bunch of different colors, Ferrari, the Lambo, but on the CRX though, I think it just hits different. This with the wheels that I'm about to show you guys right now, got Mugen MF10s. These things are super light, like literally holding them with one hand. It's gonna look so good, and I'm so happy. Richard over here, he's doing a great job. I just couldn't be more thrilled. This has been so long. I've had this car for 2 years, barely getting it done. So we have a lot of client cars. Those always come first. But this one is real nice to see it get a little bit of paint on it. All right, guys. So here we are the next morning. Richard did an outstanding job as always. Look at that, guys. Super clean engine bay. I think I might have filled more holes than I bargained for. But other than that, man, this thing looks so good. Now I have the whole front subframe. This is gonna need a paint job, get new coilovers, all new suspension, up this track bar, probably trim black it. But other than that, man, this is major progress. This car's been sitting. I know the color. Might be doing something crazy on the roof with one of my boys that I just met. So that might be a next video. But hey guys, it's freaking finally painted. Let's enjoy a little cinematic. Alright guys, and here it is. It's all done. Finally finished in British Racing Green. This is the exact green that we finished TJ Hunt's Lambo in. The assembly is not complete. You know, I don't want to get the bumper all on. At least kind of give you guys a rough mock-up. It needs clips, it needs brackets, but it's paint. Don't have a hood still, so I gotta find a solution for that. But you know, we're able to find a core support. Shout out Oscar Blah, the homie, hooking me up with this core support. Now, he just gave this core support to me. It was literally in 2 pieces. We were able to cut it and weld it, put it all back together. Give me a nice stock finish on it. We went ahead and shaved all the engine bay. Even got a Bluetooth throttle cable. You don't even see it. I'll explain that at a different time. But right now, this is just straight out of the booth. No wet sand, no polish, and it came out amazing. Thing is gonna look so sick when it's all put together. But I am just piecing it together. Finding parts for the CRX are a lot harder than it used to be, but it's coming together. Shout out to CRX dude for helping me get a lot of the parts, and I've been literally just scouring eBay and Facebook Marketplace, trying to get all the odds, ends, and everything like that. I need a really clean set of taillights, but I really don't want to spend $600 on them, right? But that's just how it goes on these things now. It's like, you know, it's kind of crazy what the market is for CRXs and CRX parts. But I'm really happy with how it's coming out. Once I get the wheels on there, once this thing is slammed, K20 in there, like, it's gonna be nice, and I hope that I could be daily in this sometime next year. Thank you guys, man. It's really been a dream. When I was 15, this is the car that I wanted. Probably not the style that I would have went with back when I was 15, or the color. I think when it's all done, like, you can't really get the whole gist of it until it's all put together. It's slammed, it's got the wheels on there. Like, you won't really see the full version or the full vision until it's all there. But here's a huge update on the CRX. Next time we see this thing, hopefully it is fully assembled, and maybe we're dropping the motor in. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know I've been sitting on this thing for so long. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, because this build, I'm really hoping, Alex, when is this thing gonna be done?
Next year.
Next year. Okay, next year. Hey, well, next year's only a couple weeks away, so hopefully sooner than later. Thank you guys again for watching today's video. Here at SOS Customs, we got you covered. Peace.
you.